light,
Yeah.
you can see all
Oh, wow. Totally don't see it the other way around.
No.
When it's flat. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So I watched YouTube.
Oh, wow.
YouTube, how to draw for children.
Good, yeah.
Different fish.
Fantastic.
So there's a
Love
jellyfish.
Yep, going down.
There's a hammerhead shark. There's a turtle. There's a ray. There's a blue whale. There's a sunfish somewhere, and a porpoise or a dolphin. Jellyfish. There's a strange one. That one is called a Dumbo octopus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you know?
They do look like.
That's my quilt.
It's your quilt. Oh,
Yeah.
you're getting it straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. So
Right.
long-armed apart from the face, which I did on my sewing machine, I long-armed all the free motion quilting, the sea animals, and his beard. And his beard is comprised of paint and then organza fabric, which I've glued on top, and they're all done. So it took forever.
So it's 100-day challenge. Right. An online one.
So this is a quilt. This gets the Overlay Award winner for excellence in machine quilting, as well as third prize for traditional Lux Aurea, by Simone Stixner. Beautiful feathers, and it stands out when we've just been walking up an aisle and seen it sort of almost glowing. I love that centre that's so light with complementary quilting on it, and incredible border treatment. So we've got some folded like a prairie point here with amazing looks like machine embroidery. Really decorative and beautiful binding. Very complementary use of quilting to define the edges. So Kimiko Friedel has been doing these beautiful miniature quilts for many years, and she had a retrospective I think in St. Maria Nîmes a few years ago. This is just stunning. I mean, we've got amazing binding, incredible work on each of those butterflies, and the scale of it, it's a miniature. Absolutely beautiful. This is the first prize winner for novice. And novice is actually different, not beginner. This is novice first 2 years of quilting. Oh, young quilter, age 14 to 18, Hannah Reynolds. I'm making our way down. First prize for Quilt Creations. It's an amazing kimono. And here is Vendolka. Can we talk about your quilts?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Great. So I've just been looking at your incredible quilt that you did with Rosemary Mantis.
Yes.
And as I understand it, Rosemary designed it in CorelDRAW.
He did.
Yes.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
She did.
And she had another one in the competition,
that's
which
right.
she quilted herself.
Yeah.
But I asked her if she would just like to do a collaboration.
Yes.
And sort of quilt.
Here we go. There's
There we
Vendolka.
go.
Talking about this incredible quilt.
Yes. So
Go on
and
then.
so I was really happy to finally explore my Handi Quilter machine. Because I've been having it for 2 years,
Yeah.
and I've been playing on it, but this was real challenge for me.
Fantastic. Yes.
And I wanted to challenge myself, so that's why
Yeah.
I asked her, can we do this? And I nearly didn't tick the box to be sort of submitted for the overlay.
Because it was so close. Oh
Yes,
no,
so
because you didn't realise that you. Do you have to tick a box then?
Yeah,
to...
you need to tick a box. Yes, to be considered for the
For
overlay.
Longarm.
And I kind of thought, I'm just practicing this, not practicing, but I'm just,
You're
challenging
playing and
myself.
challenging, yeah.
I'm just playing. It can't be good enough. But obviously, I guess that it's the way it complements the design.
Exactly right.
Because that's what I think it works quite well. I love the background quilting.
It's beautiful. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. And then you've done your surface design work is with paints, with
Yes.
those paints that you
Yes,
use, which
yeah.
are
Which are Cosmic Shimmer and Marabou paints.
yes, the Marabou. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And the paint actually really, what was really interesting with the paint is they kind of brought the quilting to life, and at the same time they hid some of the discrepancies of the quilting.
Oh yes, very handy. And
Yeah,
it's always
very,
useful
very
to have that, either by
Yes.
sort of doing stippling behind your feathers,
Yeah.
or in this case, paint.
A little bit of
Okay,
paint,
so
yes,
just
yeah.
looking a little closer, so you've done some really close stippling here, and
Yeah.
changing your thread colour to complement what the area
All
you're
the time,
doing.
throughout the
Yeah.
whole time. Yes, yeah.
It's
It was
that
lots of
blending that's extraordinary then of the background.
Yes,
and
yes,
so
yeah.
is this using the same thread all the way through that
So
panel?
there is, you can see there is a different thread here. So
Oh,
so up
yeah.
until there it's beige.
Yes.
Then it changes into green. Oh, sorry, I
Wow.
shouldn't be touching even though it's mine.
No.
Then there it's changing for a
Oh,
for
wow.
a sort of like a greenish, and,
And
then
then
it's
like
sort
a
of very
silvery?
blue. So there's lots
Wow.
of changes of the threads.
That's amazing.
Yes, so yeah.
I absolutely love it. It's
Thank you.
stunning.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, so yeah.
Fantastic. So now we're in front of Vendolka's first prize winner for modern quilt section. So Vendolka, tell us a little bit more about this. It's great.
So one of the things which people said that they like is the fact that I stitched one side with the vertical straight lines and one with horizontal.
That's right.
And there is actually a very practical decision for that, because I was on my long arm, I was able to perfectly line up that to be nice and straight.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to risk that my piecing wasn't perfectly aligned.
On that side.
Yeah, I mean it was good enough, but the quilting machine just gives you fantastically straight lines.
Sure.
So I didn't want to risk, so I just did
You
it
did
that
horizontally.
way. Yeah.
See, these decisions, you don't realise why an artist, the quilt artist or anybody makes the decisions they do.
Yeah.
But with every beautiful quilt and every top quilt, people are making micro decisions
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yes.
And so with something like this, when you chose the thread that you use, is that thread, it's different from the orange. You've got orange and
Yes. So,
Yeah.
So there are different threads. Obviously, on throughout the straight lines, they go across lots
Yeah,
of colors.
yeah.
But I wanted them to blend into the background. So
Yeah,
they've got
brilliant.
They've got sort of color of the background.
Okay, and so another question, you've got those long lines on the right hand side.
Yeah.
You would have to have moved up the quilt frame and paused. Did you keep moving up and back again? How did you do?
No, it was loaded
It was,
this way.
yeah, that's
And
what I was thinking.
This is the throat.
See,
space.
this is exactly what somebody said. In fact, it was Pauline when she was talking about Abigail's quilt, which also has a lot of lines. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you do that alignment?
Yeah.
So okay, that totally
Yeah.
makes sense.
Exactly, and that is also the reason why there is kind of less space here
There, then
and a
there is
little bit more space there.
Because you can
We-
keep going that
can keep
direction,
going that way for
but you're
long.
limited in that direction.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
But I even though it is called balance, I do love the fact that when you look at the central line,
Yes.
it's not perfectly in the balance
No.
of the circle, and then we've got that sort of different widths there, and that's what sometimes balance is. You know, that you
That's
are
right.
balancing two things which are completely different, and it
Yes.
still is balanced.
It still is balanced. And so the inspiration for this in terms of design, was there any particular inspiration?
It is, and I need to find the name of the artist. We just looked at the picture again, which sort of inspired us, and it's an artist from 1917. It's
Was
a
it-
painting from 1917.
So
But-
was it an artist? It wasn't a female artist, was it?
Unfortunately, the name is not written in the same letters as us. It's in Cyrillic,
Oh, it's in Cyrillic.
so it's either Russian or something
Wow.
else. So I need to sort of look up the name.
Okay.
But it was inspired by very very old painting.
Amazing. Because somebody mentioned Sonia Delaunay.
Yes,
but
they
that
did, yeah.
that is not, because it
No,
didn't remind
no.
me of any Sonia
Then
Delaunay.
somebody mentioned Kandinsky.
Yes, yeah,
And it's
but no,
not
it's not that
Kandinsky
either.
either.
No,
Yes, so
okay.
yeah. So
Fantastic.
Yeah, even sort of older.
So tell me about that. Is that a Tim Holtz fabric in the
It
background?
is.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yeah,
No,
Tim
okay.
Holtz and grunge.
Yeah,
And some spray time.
it's
and-
beautiful.
yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love
Thank
it.
you very much.
Balance. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, Joe. So if you can just talk to me through this amazing
Okay,
quilt.
what this is, there's when the pavement cracks in America anyway, the county will come through with a 3 or 4 inch tar brush, and fix the cracks in the pavement.
Yeah.
So I took a lot of pictures of those. So I took
cracks.
pictures of those and then lifted the tar off the pavement digitally and sent that off to the embroidery company and had these little 6-inch squares embroidered. So I arranged them in this swath here across the middle and left all this white space so that I could quilt Albrecht Durer's 1512 engraving called St. Michael Slays the Dragon.
Oh,
It's from his
wow.
Apocalypse series. So the demons are making mounting a rebellion against heaven.
Yep.
They want to take it over, and the angels are putting down the rebellion. So you can see these different monsters here, and like here.
Yeah.
And then below, it's this innocent
It's a village.
pastoral village scene here where the villagers don't know what's going on. And you can see I programmed it. If you look here, you can see the 7.5-inch squares.
Yes.
And each one is a continuous line. But you don't notice it at first.